It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Sara Blakely had a big dream. She wanted to be like her dad, by the way. She wanted to be a trial attorney. Ever since she was in high school, ever since she'd been doing debating classes, she always wanted to be a trial attorney. So when she finished college, naturally she went on and she filled out and moved forward with the LSAT. Now, she had a problem. Yeah, she failed the LSAT. Then she had another problem. She failed the LSAT a second time, which is a test you've got to take, by the way, just to get into law school. And she said, you know what, maybe this is just not for me. So after she failed it the second time, she decided, I better just get a job. This is not for me. So she went off to get a job at Disney World, by the way. In fact, when she was first there, she even applied to be Goofy. Can you imagine that? They told her she was too short. So instead, they put her with the park visitors, helping them get on rides, letting them know where things were. And after a while, she kind of got bored and said, this is not for me either. She decided she's going to go do door-to-door sales. Can you imagine that? Selling copiers of all things, by the way. And that meant that she faced constant rejection. It meant that she had awkward sales calls. It meant that, you know, from time to time, there was no money coming in, there was no security. But amid all of those struggles, an interesting thing stood out. She discovered she had a knack not only for helping people, but she had this unbreakable resilience. And then the light bulb went off. And you may have heard the story. The light bulb goes off. One day she's trying to put on these white pants, decides she's going to cut holes in her pantyhose so that underneath it she could fit, you know, her underclothes. And as a result, Spanx was born. Forever shaped women's shapewear, what they wear underneath their clothes. And it's a multi-million-dollar business, which later became a multi-billion-dollar business. So what's the big takeaway for you as a CEO? Number one, have a strong or solid sales system. Number two, you've got to have a sales strategy along with the sales funnel. But more importantly, if you're going to turn into a billion-dollar business, you've got to understand there'll be some setbacks and there'll be some challenges. But when you focus on serving, you focus on solving a problem, not only will you have a profitable business, not only will you impact lives, but you'll make lots and lots of money. And let me tell you, it's a lot easier to live with money than it is to live without money. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. I'm really excited you're here. Thanks for inviting me into your living room, or inviting me into your office, or inviting me into your AirPods, or every morning we get together. I'm so excited to be here with you. Every morning we get started, we like to start off the exact same way, which is if you can't be in sales, you can't be in business. And I always mention that mantra, so it's near and dear for every CEO who has to also fill in the shoes for the salesperson. So repeat these words after me if you can. If you can't be in sales, you can't be in business. And obviously the question always is why? Why? And here's the big reason why. The reason why is that sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, well, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. What's the point I want to make to you? The point I want to make to you is that selling is serious business. It's really serious business. Also, every morning as a CEO, we like to say our mantra. And our mantra is learn, earn, and return. This is the pledge that we make to our sales department, that we're going to learn something, we're going to earn, and we're going to return. In fact, repeat these words after me right now. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients. In order to get new and old clients to return, the pledge you make to your sales department every single day is I will learn and I will earn and I will return. And that's you as a CEO. Okay, that's you as a CEO. That's the commitment you're making to the sales organization, which is really the heart of the entire company. It's the rocket fuel for the entire company. The better the sales engine is, the better the entire company is. How true is that? So we do have a couple of objectives. Why do we get together? We really have three objectives. Objective number one is about assessing where we are in our sales every single day. So we're looking at the sales progress. Number two, to address any roadblocks. We understand that every day is not, well, it's not rainbow cupcakes and unicorns. There's going to be some roadblocks. And also it's to step back and understand the 5 sales pillars. I love to say every morning that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number one is you must have a CEO one-page sales plan that guides the company. Number two sales pillar is the CEO sales messaging. What do we say? The words that we're saying. Number three, the sales cycle. You got to have a sales cycle. Like, what's the cycle that your clients go through from the time you meet them, connect, to the time you communicate, to the time you convert, to the time that you service. And number four is you got to have the CEO dashboard. We'll talk about that today. It's one of the things I love to talk about every single day. We have a whole segment on that. And then number 5, you got to have a sales team. Okay, even if you are the sales team, you got to have a sales team, because without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. And the point we like to make every morning is that selling is serious business. Selling at the end of the day is really serious business. So what is our mission? Before I get into that, for those folks that are tuning in every morning, I love to tune in with you. Do me a favor, look right below the video, and put a hashtag I'm here. I like to connect. Hashtag I'm here, so you can see me, but I can't see you. But I am interested in connecting with you, interested in knowing more about you. So put hashtag I'm here. If you're watching the replay, because you can't do it every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you're tuned in now, you're dialed in, you're wired. This is part of your sales process, is to have the CEO Sales Huddle invited into your meeting. Do me a favor, put hashtag replay. Put hashtag replay. And for all the podcasters, all the folks that are watching on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, YouTube Live, all the other platforms on demand, thanks so much for tuning in. Go over to @IamCheBrown. I respond to every comment. Just let me know you're in the building. Let me know what you're enjoying about it. Let me know what we can do to add more value to what you're doing. The number one question I get asked all the time is, Shay, what is the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? And the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle is to be a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. I get it, you know how to sell. The only question is, how do you sell more faster? How do you sell more with less effort? And we have a big why. And our big why, every single morning we get together, our big why is it's about sales growth, it's about accountability, and it's about consistency. And here's the good news. We don't ask for a lot of time. We only ask for 15 minutes a day. Think about that, 15 minutes a day to focus on the number one thing that you need to focus on in your business. As I always say, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. And why? Because there's 1,440 minutes in every day. Never 1,442 minutes. And if it's anything less than 1,440, there's a problem, by the way. But think about it. Well, why do we do that? Why is this 15 minutes a good use of time? Why should you tune in? Well, you should tune in because our number one outcome is for you to earn $100,000 plus, over and beyond whatever you're earning every single month, of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue, because you're in this conversation. And when you're in this conversation, these ideas are top of mind to you. Now, I will slow down, because when we get to the CEO Sales Huddle, one of the things I love to talk about is the biggest problems the CEOs had was, Shay, what do I measure? How do I really get to $100,000 a month? Like, seriously. Like, if you had to get me there, Shay, how would you get me there? I said, you know what? The CEO Sales Dashboard, which you haven't downloaded, you can go to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Again, www.ceosalesdashboard.com. And you can download the dashboard. And in the dashboard, we created the blueprint, the model, the tool that you can use to get to $100,000 a month. And that model, or that tool, is the CEO Sales Dashboard that really tracks 5 key areas. And the 5 key areas it covers is leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So you think about it. In your business, you've only got to focus on 5 categories. I didn't say 6, I didn't say 7, I didn't say 3, 5 categories. And we even put together an Excel sheet. So we've given you the tool. You can download it. Let's pull it up right now. And let's say that you're watching now. You're like, Shay, I'm all in. Then great. Go open up the CEO Sales Dashboard right now. Now, some of you, you have a team that does this. Some of you, you hired someone to do it. Some of you do it right now. I'm not going to shout out names, but I love it when you send me the text saying, Shay, I just completed my CEO Sales Dashboard. That's exciting, by the way, and I'm really, really proud of you. So do me a favor. Open it up now. Then go to the top. Find today's date. Come down to today's date. Look at leads. How many leads came in yesterday? Go down to appointments. How many appointments were set? How many appointments were run? Come down a little further. Go down to offers. How many offers were made just yesterday? And look at the key products. And then go look at deals. Now, no surprise if you're looking at it right now, you can see deals in the purple. And we got a couple categories, because we're not going to beat ourselves up as it relates to deals. There's closed deals, and some of you have products and stuff like that. Then there's pending. Now, closed means the money's in the bank, it was wired, the ACH is here, the credit card was ran through, all that's cool, that's there. But then we have a couple categories. Let's make sure you can see those. How many deals are pending that are warm, are hot? Hot means they're going to close in the next 10 days. Maybe they got to sign a contract. Maybe they got to do the ACH payment, send it over to you. Whatever it may be, you feel confident is there? And I know it'll be different for each of you that are watching right now. And then how many are warm? Warm meaning it's going to be 10 to 20 days. Maybe they got to read the contract. Maybe they got to do a verification. Maybe they're waiting for a payment to come in. Maybe, whatever it is, you feel like within the next 20 days, this deal is going to close, and it's all different for different folks and different industries. And then last, cold. Anything over 20 days, that means we got to re-engage them. We got to remind them of what the benefits are. We got to remind them of the transformation they're going to receive. And if that's you, if you're watching right now, it's okay. You look at that cold list. But here's the good news. What we subscribe to, our school of thought, is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. You make a commitment right now that for you to get to $100,000 plus, over and beyond whatever you're earning today, you're going to stack on an extra $100,000 because you're going to focus on your selling skills for your sales organization. And it will have a smart sales system, a solid sales strategy, and a sales funnel that fuels the revenue. Well, you can probably hear passion coming out, and I'll slow down a little bit, but I want you to drop me a heart. Like look right below the video. You can drop me a private PM. Go over to @IamShayBrown. Drop me a PM and just let me know I'm not dibbling and dabbling. Just drop me a heart. A heart is Shay. I'm coming from the heart now. This is me coming from the heart. You're not going to dibble dabble. You're not going to sit on the sidelines. You're not going to see what's going on and say someday, maybe when this happens, you're all in right now. You're pushing all the chips in the middle of the table and you're ready to go forward. That's what the CEO Sales Dashboard is all about. Now, we don't stop there. We have another category that I love to do every single morning, which is to celebrate wins. And we take a look at what's working, what's not working. And there's 3 questions we ask ourselves because powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So I want you now to ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, what are you most proud of for the sales department yesterday? Number 2, what's your biggest roadblock that's holding the sales department back yesterday? And number 3, if you can come on here and brag, you could just brag. What's the one thing you want to brag about? Like, Shay, I want to brag about this. This is me. I'm all in. I can't wait to brag. What would it be? But then we go to the other side. We say, Shay, it ain't perfect. I get it. There's some challenges. I get it. There's some obstacles out there. I understand. I've been there. I've had obstacles sometimes where the sales just weren't coming in. The appointments just weren't happening. But I kept putting one foot in front of the other foot, and I believed in my mission, goals, and objectives to help every business owner have all the revenue they need to purchase the resources that are necessary to execute the vision they have for the people they were called to serve. So we're going to now ask ourselves 3 questions for hurdles that are out there. What's your biggest roadblock today? What's preventing you from moving forward today? What's the one thing you could do that if you did it would move your life and or business forward? I want you to make a commitment that you're going to do that. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. When now? When now? And that's my message for you today. The time is now. It is now 9 o'clock time. My mentor likes to always ask the question, when is the best time to plant a tree? The obvious answer is 10 years ago. Then he comes back right away, and I love what he does. He comes back right away, and he says, well, then when's the next best time to plant a tree? Today. That's the best time to plant a tree. And so it's now o'clock time. You make a decision that you're going to jump in now for the sales organization, and it will have a smart sales system. It will have a solid sales strategy, and it will have a sales funnel that fuels the revenue that's necessary to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in, and it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. My name is Shay Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone, and I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and keep doing God's work. I'll see you on the other side. We out of here. Peace, everybody. Seriously, peace.